have such sights to show you.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Four Dead Losers podcast. We are the Four Dead Losers. I'm Ramiro.
Adam. Jordan.
And Amanda.
And today we're going to be talking about Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
I've waited for this moment.
Spooky. Amanda, this was your pick. What did you think? Non-spoiler thoughts.
This was my pick. Okay, so when we sat down initially to film, I didn't even have a rating in mind. But I did actually enjoy this movie. I will say I'm a little biased. I'm in love with Josh Hutcherson. But aside from that, really, the movie itself, I don't think it did it for me as much as the first one did, but I enjoyed the watch. I don't know if it's something that I would go out of my way to see again, but I guess on a scale of 1 out of 10, I'll probably give it like a 7.5. It entertained me, but it wasn't like the best thing ever.
Yeah.
So.
Damn, you have the first one above a 7.5. I respect it.
We're going backwards today. Jordan, non-spoiler thoughts. What did you think of the movie?
Overall, I don't know, this is weird because it seems to be one of those things that people are torn about. Like, people will say online, well, it's made for the fans, or only the fans that have played the games are going to like it. But then you see the fans and a shitload of them hate it and a bunch of them love it. So, personally, I've never played the games. I have no connection to the lore outside of the movies. I thought it was better than the first movie. I think they're pretty close, but overall, I feel pretty satisfied. I feel like it does suffer a little bit as like you can tell it's a setup movie, which a lot of middle movies have, where like they're going to make another one. I don't think it's going to stop at a trilogy, honestly. I think it's going to go for like 4 or 5. But you can tell it's like kind of a setup movie. It ends on, maybe not a conclusive thing. And it's just a lot of information crammed into what I think is kind of a small amount of time. But overall, I enjoy the sets, I enjoy the animatronics. And yeah, I don't know. I feel pretty satisfied with it. I'm feeling an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10, wow.
And now we get to the fun part.
Now we get to the haters.
Adam, non-spoiler thoughts. What did you think of the movie?
Oh man, dude, it was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. It's one of those, I can tell it does fan service for the fans. Like, it tries to incorporate either lore or meme type things, but like, I just can't get past like some of the bad acting. Like, it's just so bad. Like, I feel like they didn't even try it. I guess is the one she likes, the main character, the brother or whatever.
What's his name? Mike?
Mike, is that your?
Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah.
That guy sucks. Like,
my boy.
That man, like, I thought the guy that did the monkey didn't have any emotional range, but this guy, like, nothing. His tone is the same, even when he's in danger. His, like, the ending, when we get to the ending and that whole, like, awful, like, just dialogue exchange, that was pretty bad. I'm like...
That's his role.
I did pick up on bad acting as well, but not with him necessarily.
What's her name? Vanessa, I think?
Well, with the little sister, which I guess
Abby?
she's like a kid actor, but I mean, some kid actors are really good. I'm not like dissing them, but I got it a lot with her. I was like, okay, come on.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was, that was alright. That's about right. I thought the saving graces were definitely like some of the cameos of certain people.
Like Skeet?
No, I didn't really care for Skeet. I actually liked.
you don't like Scream, never mind.
No, I don't like Scream.
Oh, okay.
I liked. I forget his name. It's something Knight, the dude from Seinfeld. It was the science teacher. The science teacher.
Yeah.
The science
from
teacher.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Dude, I think that guy's great.
Hey, there were some references to Jurassic Park.
But no. I just. Without giving too much away, I just didn't. It was enjoyable to an extent, but there were just things I couldn't get past because I just didn't like some of the acting and some of the lazy writing and stuff like that. It just felt like y'all were saying, it's kind of like setting up the next thing, but it felt like there was not a whole lot of thought put into this one. It was, I think, more into like the, it lends into trying to like just get things out there, but not care if it sticks or if it's actually like good material.
Yeah.
I actually kind of agree with that, even though I gave it a 7.5.
Were the games good materials? It's written by the same guy who did the games. So.
That's fair.
I mean, I think it aligns with the games pretty well.
I've never played
in terms of like the set and
He
stuff.
plays the second game in the movie.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, there's like 10 games, so be prepared.
There's like 10 games, which I was like, why? There's people behind me too talking about lore, and I'm like, I don't.
FNAF 3, the game is a haunted house, and guess what the next movie is going to be?
Dumb. But other than just those point, like,
Other than
all those bad things, I think that my overall, like, once I left the theater and let it sit, I kind of gave it, I would say, like a 4 out of 10.
That's bad for
For
Adam.
Adam, yeah, for Adam.
Wait,
that's
do you like it
bad.
more than the first one? There's no way we have this under Willie's. I'm sorry. I gotta argue.
I'm trying to remember, did I? I definitely, I think it was like a step in the right direction, but there were still so many bad things that it felt like it was kind of like my opinion of Blood and Honey 2 from Blood and Honey 1. Like, it's a little bit better,
Right.
but it really doesn't fix any of the problems from the
I don't remember.
first
You might have given the first one like a 2. I don't remember.
one.
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
We're gonna pull you out to Frightmare and have you tell him that you don't like screaming.
I will. I'll tell him. I'll tell him the things.
They would say, I love you, Elisa Frankenstein.
Yeah. I love you in FNAF.
Pandora's did it better in 5 minutes.
Well, that's already. I might agree with this.
Non-spoiler thoughts for myself. I did not like this movie. I had a lot of the same issues that Adam did. I thought the writing was pretty lackluster, and once we got to like the end, I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Like, what?"
There were some points at the end. I think that's where my 2 points came up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a
Everything else is perfect though. So.
The Avengers in
perfect. I don't know about that.
Okay, that was one of the good parts.
So I'll just go ahead and get to it. My rating out of 10, I'd have to give it a 4 out of 10. My 4 out of 10 is a lot different than Adam's 4. Just
for
so
sure.
we remember.
Yeah, his 4 is actually pretty strong, and this is the one time you're ranking a movie above Nosferatu that I'll take it. I'll take this as a W.
You put it over Nosferatu.
Nosferatu like a 0.
Yeah, I gave like a 1.5 or 2 because I fell asleep for half the movie.
Did you stay awake for this one?
Yes, I did. In my notes, I wrote down where I started falling asleep in 2 places. I did enjoy this more than Sinners as well.
Okay, I'll take this. We'll take for this movie only, this review
For
only.
this one only. So we're going to go ahead and get into the spoiler section of the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all the algorithm stuff. We really appreciate it. But until then, this is going to be your spoiler warning in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the movie basically starts off in 1982. We're at the original Freddy's restaurant or whatever, right? And we get a bunch of shots of like the fucking inside.
But they have
have
a river.
Yeah, they have a river. I was like, what the freak?
It's
Like,
a small world right inside of Freddy's.
and right off the rip, I will give them this. The marionette is scary as shit.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking
When I
creepy.
saw that, I was like, what the fuck?
Same, I was like,
what is this thing? And why did they put it in a kid's restaurant? Like, I was like, what the hell? Where basically it's a bunch of birthday parties going on. We meet this one character who's sitting on the floor. She's the main antagonist. I'm forgetting her name.
Yeah.
Charlotte.
Charlotte, you're right. So we meet Charlotte. She's sitting on the floor waiting for, we'll find out later, to be the marionette to come out of, it's like a trapdoor on the stage, right? And then Vanessa, younger version of Vanessa, comes and is like, hey, come eat some birthday cake with us. It'll be fun. And she's like, okay. So then they go and they start eating or whatever. And I think Charlotte witnesses somebody getting kidnapped by Matthew.
Him in his suit. He's like waving at the door, and he's like, he snatches him. Like nobody notices. Like,
Yeah. Matthew Illard, I don't remember his character's name, but the big
Springtrap.
Springtrap, okay, there you go.
This is like half his appearance in the movie right here.
Yeah.
So Charlotte, I felt bad for her actually for this part, because she goes around to different adults, right? And she like tries to get somebody to help her, but they're all like, get away from me, kid, what's wrong with you?
It's the dad in you.
Yeah, I
kind
guess
of.
so.
Yeah.
But they're all just ignoring her, doing their own thing, until eventually she takes matters into her own hands and goes to the back of the restaurant.
but the daughter does try to stop her. She tells
You're right.
her,
Which,
right.
at this point, we don't know that this is little Vanessa.
Right, we don't.
Do you think Vanessa knows at this point?
Well, I
Yeah,
think
that's
so,
exactly right.
because
Yeah.
she tells her, like, frantically, no, don't go, and then we see it later in the movie. She knows who her dad was.
yeah.
Right. Oh, yeah. You're right. She does know.
Wasn't Vanessa the one that trapped her there? In the restaurant?
We find out
the-
later, with the music box.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
so
means
she
she
would-
had to have known. Yeah.
She would have known. So Vanessa tries to stop Charlotte. Charlotte goes anyways, and then there's like the back of the restaurant, which like there's a bunch of workers and
Where's the
families
kitchen?
there.
Alright.
Why are all the lights off?
Yeah,
First
yeah,
off.
I don't know. It does like the flickering thing in the whole
Yes. I was like, what the heck? Well, she goes into like the kitchen and you see the giant yellow. What is he? Is a rabbit, right? But
Yeah.
he's not wearing the helmet, and he's washing dishes in one of the deep sinks. And you see the little boy's feet kind of off to like one of the sides of the room. So then Charlotte like does the Jurassic Park sneaking around the kitchen, right, to go find the little boy. She ends up finding him. We cut to the sink, and Matthew Willard's gone. Ooh, where did he go? Then Charlotte picks up the little boy and then starts to make her way out, right? And then when she leaves the kitchen, that's where we get him walking in.
This part was
He
a
does
little
a
bit
little side
anxiety-inducing for me because it did like the slow-mo run,
Yeah.
but it almost felt like the audio was normal pace, so it was kind of like a
Yeah.
it made you feel like you can tell that she was frantically trying to get somewhere in a panic. So I did appreciate that.
So eventually she makes it back into the restaurant, right? She's escaping with the little boy, and then she screams and then collapses, right? And then I think she collapses in the trap door because her body weight's able to open it, and then out comes the marionette holding the fucking girl. I was like, oh my god, that's scary.
When she falls over, we see the stab wounds.
Yeah, we see there's 3 stab wounds, and this opening scene got me really hyped just to be let down.
It was a good opening
This is,
scene.
come on, Adam. This is a good opening scene.
They should have that should have been the movie then. Like if this entire second movie was just a flashback, that's it. This
That's it.
5-minute clip.
You gotta wait for
short
number
film.
3.
Pleased to meet you.
So the marionette comes out, and then we get the opening credits where it's a bunch of newspaper clippings of that day, right? Basically what had happened about Charlotte, being murdered or whatever, and then I think they're trying to cover it up, and then they aren't able to. They try to reopen Five Nights at Freddy's, and then Freddy's restaurant, and then it just closes down or whatever. And then we go to 20 years later, where we see Vanessa waking up, and she immediately calls Mike, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
I'm pretty sure. So the first movie takes place in like 2000, so this one is 2 years later, which I kind of.
Oh, you're right. I forget that they don't take place.
Yeah.
Back to back.
I don't know if, again, I don't think it's going to stop as a trilogy, but for some reason I hate when one movie, like the way the first movies can be a standalone and then there's a time gap, and then 2 is like basically reliant on 3 happening. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Halloween's like that too, where like the new trilogy, the first 2 are connected, and then the last one's like 4 years later. Like that. I don't know. I wish they all kind of.
He was just sitting
Went back
back
to
to
back.
the whole time.
Yeah.
For 4 years.
That's when he lost all his powers, bro. But yeah, this is 2 years after the first one.
Vanessa is on the phone with Mike, and it's basically that Abby's gonna go off to school, and I think she keeps mentioning how she like misses her friends, right, or something like that. And they don't directly say it right here, but we all know that she's talking about the animatronics from the first movie. And then they have what's his name? Mike had bought a house, and so he's having some friend come over to paint the house later, or right now. And I think what's up?
This is one of the scenes where me and Jordan were like, okay, come on. Because if friend comes over to paint the house, then you cut the scene back to the house and the walls aren't painted.
I don't think they say
It's like
shit.
the same, no, it's the same
Yeah.
thing. Because they had like white paint out and the walls are still like brown, nasty wallpaper.
Let man get his screen time. He's important.
Okay.
So Vanessa goes off to school. She's on the bus. Sorry, not Vanessa. Abby goes off to school, and she's on the bus. And we get like the little hint that the aunt basically got written off screen, right? That she's in.
She tried to
into-
mention it to people that like about the animatronics and thought she was crazy to say
Yeah,
that.
so they.
Oh, wait, so
sent
she
her to
didn't. She's the only one that didn't die, right? Then the rest of them get.
Yeah, no, remember,
Alright.
I thought she was like straight up cool with it, right? Then they like before all that, they like agreed to like be co-parents, and it was like a happy go lucky.
I don't remember.
I think she was trying to take Abby.
No, she was, but then I thought they worked it out. Like they worked it out towards the back end of the movie. Like because I was like, oh, this usually never works out, but it kind of did.
Yeah.
What happened to the aunt? Did she get canceled or something?
No.
No, she got institutionalized.
Oh no, but
Well,
she
why did they
was
write
lying.
out the character?
Well, in the first
What happened
movie,
with the
she
actress?
set up
I
like
don't think. I don't think.
in the first one she set up people breaking in, so I think it was just a way to like to get. I think it was a way to
Character
set up
and
the
close it off.
fest thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was just a way to. She's not needed anymore, but it has to play into the story somehow.
Yeah. So then we cut to Abby. She's on the bus and she immediately tells everybody what's going on.
I know, right? 'Cause what is it? Her brother was like, yeah, she doesn't like this attention, and then cut
Oh, right,
to
like
the
she
bus,
has to be low-key
and she's
about
giving
it.
everybody the cheese man.
Yeah, she really is. Which in my mind was like, if this happened, if there's a 2-year gap, then these ideally that she would already be telling these kids this stuff,
Yeah.
right?
For like
Why
2
are you
years.
telling them this for the
2
first
years
time?
later.
Yeah, I didn't realize there was a 2-year gap until like today.
Which I mean, like, I guess we can kind of think about it with the Fast Fest or whatever that's going on in the movie. It's like a festival that's going on for the Freddy's Pizzeria, where they're gonna have basically people dress up and whatnot. I think this is the first year that happens.
Yeah.
So that might
Yeah.
be why she's bringing it up to the other people or to the other kids. She ends up at school in her robotics class where she's putting together what is it? A chica?
It is a
Yeah,
chica.
Toy Chica. Megan
And-
Fox. Wait,
Yeah.
that's her, right? Yeah.
Yeah, she's the voice. And then your boy from Jurassic Park shows up. He's the teacher, and he's basically telling the students to get ready for Saturday for the science fair. And he goes up to Abby, and he's like, "You know, it's okay if you don't finish your project." And I feel so bad for her.
Like
I know.
marks her off the list.
Yeah. He's like, what did he say? He goes, "We won 3 years straight, and I want to defend our championship, so I'm just gonna scratch you off the list."
And afterwards, she's like, "No, I think I'll finish it." Too late.
Yeah, he was being an asshole.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there's more.
There is. I think the little boy that she's sitting at the table with, like, she tells him right about the animatronics.
That's the
and how
same
they're-
kid from the bus. Yeah.
Yeah, and how they're like broken or whatever, and he tells her like, "Well, why don't you fix them yourself?" And then that's when it starts.
And there's the
Oh,
plot of the
yes.
movie.
Yeah, there's the
All
plot of
because of
the
this little kid.
So then we come back to home, and Abby asks if if she can go see the animatronics. She asks Mike if she can go see the animatronics, and he says no. And then we cut to the restaurant.
Abby's watching some Ghost Hunter show.
Yes.
Oh,
on
it's
TV.
actually the Ghost Hunter show.
Yes, it's called. I have it written down.
Spooky something.
Yeah, it's like spooky.
Spectral Spookers.
Bruh.
Impractical spookers.
You're just reenacting ghost adventures with the bad fucking acting on there.
One of the I think it's the camera guy. He's the little brother from Bloodlines.
Oh, he's the little
from
brother.
Final
I knew he was
Destination.
familiar. I
So
looked him
bad.
up, but I didn't remember what he did in that movie.
And so she's watching that. What does he say? Turn it off, it'll scare you, or something like that. And then we cut to a restaurant where Mike and Vanessa are essentially on a date. They have small talk for a little bit where they're talking about just normal things, and then eventually it gets to Abby, right? Where they're saying, like, Mike informs Vanessa that she keeps saying that she wants to go back to Freddy's or whatever. And then and then doesn't she start saying like something about her dream, and then he just like is a total dick to her.
I'm pretty sure.
Because he says, "You're never going to be free of your dad unless you confront the mess in your head."
Yeah.
And I was like, "What the fuck?"
He's kind of an ass, yeah.
Yeah, that's a crazy thing to say to somebody.
I know, right? She's clearly going through some trauma.
Yeah.
And he's essentially like, shut up.
He
Like,
said get over
figure it
it.
out.
He said-
Oh, because he said, like, I've been trying to fix you or help you.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah,
that
He
was-
says that
was
later, but
oh,
yeah.
that is later?
When they're on the
He
bathroom.
has like 4 or 5 different times. He's just like an ass.
Yeah, they really, I feel like in this movie, they really drug his character into, like, you know, the ground. Like, just
He's not the
Yeah.
hero, man. Even in the first movie, he's not the hero.
Well, the first movie, it's more of, like, him trying to protect his
Right.
sister. In this one, he's just, like, an ass. So then we get to Abby, then Mike gets home to Abby, but he goes around the house, he can't find her. There's a note on the door that basically says that she went to Freddy's. So then we cut to Freddy's, where we see Abby sitting on the floor right in front of the stage, and all the animatronics are gone. And then what does she ask? She says, "Where are they?" And he goes, "Oh, well, they're over there, and over there, and over there."
Also, why are we just hanging out in abandoned places like that?
How do you get in?
That's
And
not
why are the
what
doors always
None of
locked?
it-
Like, hello? Anyway, I don't know. I was just like, you're like, what is she, 11 years old, sitting in this dirty ass abandoned building?
Yeah.
Like, you know how dirty that probably is?
Probably
to see her
tetanus
friend.
everywhere.
Exactly. Huh? There's like shards of glass from when they got beat up in the first movie, and she's just sitting in there.
You don't think your little brother would sit in a dirty ass?
Yeah, he might. Yeah, he might.
He told me that the Roblox character.
He's going for V-Bucks.
Are there any characters in Roblox?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Shit, I'd sit in that fucking theater or that restaurant too for V-Bucks. Let's see. So then the animatronics are gone. Then they have a little bit of a heart-to-heart, right, where she like asks where the spirits went or something like that, and I think he says something about them being in a better place. And then they kind of walk around. He tries to cheer her up, right? Like they go to, what is it, like the little prize kiosk thing?
Yeah.
What's left of it?
They left her pick out a toy.
Yeah.
A dirty toy in an
And
abandoned
that's the one where he
restaurant.
picks up the bear and he goes, "Hur, hur." Everybody lost it in the theater.
And then she sees a Baz talker.
It's like in pristine condition, right? You would think it was
And the battery's still working. Yeah.
Oh,
It runs on
goodness.
spirit energy. Like an EMF detector.
And it's on the ground. She picks it up and
Because his eyes light up. It does like the
And he just lets her take this dirty ass. Well, I guess it isn't dirty, but you know what I mean. It's like
Yeah.
on the floor.
yeah.
He's like, oh, okay.
yeah, okay, whatever. That's not theft, but it's
So they
cool.
steal. Yeah, they're stealing, right?
So then they take it, and then as they're leaving the restaurant, Mike sees a sign on the door, right, that says Freddy is a murderer or something along those lines.
Oh, on the outside next to all like the
Yeah.
festival.
And it has a phone number.
But it's underneath
on it.
all the other Freddy Faz Fest signs. So how did he even see this one?
And they're
It
all
just said
different
murderer,
colors too,
like,
right?
yeah.
They're all like blue, green, and red, and so it's not like.
Also, why am I gonna have a flyer for this festival? Go to a wall, see 10 other ones, and still post my flyer there.
Because it's
Like,
the
isn't that funny?
movie.
It's the only one that's different.
And also,
And
how,
on an abandoned.
Building, yeah.
How-
Why is
how-
anybody there?
how big is this town that like the kid and all these people can just ride their bikes to every location possible? They're like, didn't we go over this the last movie too? Like, there's just all these locations that are just super close and just convenient that
Probably,
they
I
can
don't
go.
remember.
It's crazy. That's wild.
That's funny. And then we cut to the spectral spookers in a van, and they're all driving in the mystery van. And they arrive at the Freddy's Pizzeria. Ooh.
The other Freddy's.
The very first location, yeah. So up until this point, we keep visiting the one from the first.
I think we
movie.
thought the first one was the original. And
The one in the flashback was the original.
Yeah, and then the ghost hunters, they're going to the original location.
Where they meet Mike. But not. What's his name?
Not Josh Hutcherson, Mike.
No.
Michael.
Yeah, it's
if you're a
Mike.
security guard, you gotta be a Michael.
Yeah.
They call him, hey, are you Mike? And he says, no, call me Michael. I mean, he says I'm Mike, but call me Michael. So, like, which tells me, I'm assuming in the lore that the guy's name is Mike.
Who you're
Right.
playing as?
No, that that Matthew Illard's character, son, is Mike. So why would you have in the first movie named your main character Mike when you know that there's another Mike coming in the
I'm pretty
movie?
sure they're both in the game and they're both Mike. People were mentioning on Reddit that like by the 7th or 8th game there's like 8 Mikes. So apparently
Oh,
he likes
never
that
mind.
name. But you're not wrong. But apparently he just likes that name.
He
Because
likes the name.
any
Okay,
like
he's pulling a Stephen King
I guess
with the
he
name
likes his son.
Bill.
I don't know.
any explanation I saw of it, or like anybody talking about the movie, you have to like Mike protagonist, and then you gotta denote
Mike
the other Michael.
one, right?
Yeah.
That's funny.
But I was confused too. At first I thought, okay, he's just using the other guy's identity, but it's a different.
That's what I thought too.
I
So-
thought my first thought was, I guess it's a requirement on the job application. Like that your name is Mike
Right.
because
And you're
hello.
the security guard.
Yeah,
This guy, well, maybe that's why he chose Mike in the first movie.
could be.
This guy got a creepy ass look though. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think the casting for this character.
He got the eyebrows.
They should have put this guy in Smile. He would have done well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smile 3? Smile 3 anybody? No.
I don't know. That second one got me. That was nasty. There was some stuff in there. Bloody,
I don't remember
gory.
that one.
It was
I remember liking it though.
Adam's favorite part is when they showed the underwear on
Showing
the
knees and showing knees on the ground.
Big old skin
And they did the zoom in.
plate.
I was like, that's pretty scary.
So the security guard lets him inside the restaurant. He gives them the tour, right? He gives them the house tour. And then we see the marionette. Ooh, that is scary as shit. Like, what the fuck is that? Anyways, So then, let's see.
Doesn't the cameraman, he says something about that, right? Because he goes in the water tunnel and he's like, why would any kid want to come here? Because they're just like all sticking out in there.
Yeah, I have to make a point. They start splitting up
Yes, they do.
Immediately, literally immediately.
So one other thing that I forgot to mention is the marionette directs the other animatronics.
Right.
Yeah, that was really important.
She and the lead lady of the spook brigade or whatever, she is picking up on her her recorder that picks up sounds pretty easily, that there's like a music box playing, but when she takes the headphones off multiple times she can't hear it, so she's like following her recorder and leaves the other guy. So the cameraman is following the guard.
Yes.
The photographer, I guess, is following or just going in the river ride, just hanging out.
Yeah.
And Michael even tells the main girl, like, don't let your imagination play with you or whatever.
Yeah.
Honestly, so it makes sense because it's a movie, but I thought it was funny that there was a cameraman, but I don't think we got any POV from his camera.
We do when
We do?
when he gets offed.
Oh, that's the only time?
I think so. So just like Adam is saying, they split up, and then let's see.
They don't show it because
The first one's the boat ride guy, right?
I think you're right. So the first guy,
He has the boat guy.
he's walking along. There's like a path that's adjacent to the river, and all of the marionette little like 6-inch figures are all staring at him.
And then he just hears like the toilet bloop.
Yeah.
And he hears all these bloops. He turns around, they're all gone.
Yeah.
He falls in.
And he falls in.
Which is funny though, because him and then Mike later in the movie, I think they
Both
fall in
fall
at the
on
same
spot.
point in the tunnel,
Yeah.
So it might just be a thing that happens.
So he falls in, and then I think you hear them moving towards him.
You can
right,
hear like
or
the water
something.
rushing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you've seen the animatronics at this point, right? The toy ones.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Well, you seen the toys on the wall, and then you saw that they disappeared when he turned around.
Right.
And then like there's the light from his camera or phone or whatever that he shines down at the water, and they're all
They're all right there
marionettes.
looking at him.
They're all looking at him, and they eat him like piranhas.
That was pretty funny.
What a W, bro.
And then of course he screams, right, which I think procs the camera guy to be like, what the heck is that? And then something comes from the ceiling and grabs him, and then the camera falls, and then we can see what his camera's recording, and then we see all of his limbs fall to the ground.
Was that one Foxy or no? I can't remember if he goes down into the Foxy thing.
I think it was. I think it was Foxy, because Foxy has the extendo arms.
It's mangled Foxy.
Because he, what is it, the build a Foxy, or what do you call the rip apart
It's
Foxy?
like the pull apart.
Yeah.
Apparently that's something in the lore. Like there is that
I think
with like
that's
the
what it
Foxy
was.
with the extra
Limbs.
extra labor.
He was the failed project, and then it gets to the girl, and she gets to the basement.
She just keeps going lower.
The dungeon basement. There's a whole dungeon stairwell inside this restaurant.
Hey, Ashton likes his architecture.
I'm just confused as to who approved this.
I know,
Is it
right?
up to code?
It's up to code, and then like he gets down there, and then we see the giant like
Present
marionette, present, but it's like the giant like tomb that this marionette lives in. It's like this giant stone
That's how it
pit.
comes up.
But
Like
it
a
was
stone
pretty
pit.
deep because, like, from where she's at to the top, like where the actual marionette comes out of, that was tall.
Yeah, and then like you had the
And they have
That's
separate
just the
camera
basement,
angles.
yeah.
camera angles. Yeah, you have the present in the center. You can see at the top, that's the trap door because it has the design.
Yeah.
And then you see all the gears and cogs all around that I'm sure that he had to spend years and years building to make this one animatronic come up. And then she sees the music box, and I think she steps on it, right, or accident, or something breaks. It breaks somehow,
I
doesn't
thought
it?
she stopped it.
I think
Or
she
she
just
stopped.
closes it, because the music was playing.
Which is there? I'm not very educated on music boxes. Is there like a way to get a music box to work without a battery? Or
It's
is
a
it,
wind up.
okay, but how is this music box going on forever? Is what I want to know.
Somebody wind
Oh,
it
never
up.
mind, it's broken.
But like wind it up.
I
You break
It's-
it?
think I broke them.
Maybe it's on something
When
that's
she's
plugged
coming-
in. Oh no, it wasn't.
Like my thing
The
is,
box.
either she put it there 20 years ago, and whoever put it there,
Yeah,
My music box is broken.
Bruh.
but she does. I think.
or like she goes.
But it
somebody goes-
doesn't go forever. She just does it when she awakes. She keeps it asleep. She just keeps it dormant. So it doesn't have to keep on running. That just settles it down. But I don't think if you have people there it will mess around with other things because it's asleep. Nothing can wake it to anger it. It's just So I'm guessing Mike going there just woke it up. Yeah, is my take on it. But again, I don't know Freddy lore.
That's what somebody mentioned was like
Lisa.
the music box is going
name,
forever.
That's the main girl's name from the Spectral Spookers. It's Lisa.
Okay.
Yeah, and then she basically gets the box present opens up and then
we see the gears moving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then she gets got by the marionette, right? And then we see her marionette-ized face.
I would say this was like the only kind of saving grace for me in this movie, and this is what you mentioned. Like the marionette by itself, I was like, oh okay, it's like cool. But then like when it did the face and the eyes, I thought that was like the best. I'm like, why wouldn't you do that more? Like that should be what you're doing the whole time. But no.
That's funny because I feel like that's one of the things I was kind of iffy on.
That was like the best effect.
I'm split on that.
I couldn't tell.
I don't know if
it didn't look practical to me.
It did. It looked pretty good. I thought it looked pretty
Well,
good.
the eyes were very glowing.
That's the
like,
point.
I mean, I guess.
Maybe because I'm just so used to
but
seeing the
how
animatronics.
But how
like
would you have felt if the movie was this like string puppet moving around the house? Like you would have thought that was.
I prefer this.
So.
I like that. Yeah.
I will say too. I think again, like I said, it's one of the saving graces is the actual way it looks with the face. So I think
I didn't think it was bad, but I was also like I don't know what I would have preferred.
But what I was getting at too is I don't think what are the negatives, and you had mentioned it of like, oh, what do they show and this and that. They don't show any of these kills because it's PG-13, and that annoys me. I think that's the other thing I hate about it is like it's supposed to like say, ooh, so cool, and then like you don't ever see anything.
I think people were trying to defend it. I have no stance on it. I do wish that we got to see more of it. Like, but also I guess like in the video game, you don't. It wrestles with like if you make it overly gory, now it's kind of outside of the. I don't know how to explain it. Like you turn it from a video game movie to like now it's just like a slasher. That I don't know how to explain
with
it.
those characters.
Right.
What they're doing anyways. I don't get it.
But like in the video game, it's not like super gory. I
Well,
guess,
the video game
people
isn't
are
it
saying.
also like it's literally just the surveillance cameras. Like you're not. I don't think you're ever actually walking. I think your screen just changes between different rooms.
I think there is an in between. I think that I wish we saw more of the kills without it being like. I don't think it has to be as brutal as something like Peter Pan or Terrifier.
Right.
But I do wish we saw it happen.
But like it makes it so like it sets you up like, oh, it's gonna be good, and then you know see anything.
It's a lot of like last minute cuts or
like it's so infuriating because there's so many other good PG-13 movies that show things.
There are some PG-13 movies where I'm like, how is this PG-13?
Yeah,
like,
and then this one was like, I'm like, this is dumb. And I get why, right? It's Universal. They want to make a lot of money with the franchise and being able to like have younger people watch it, but it's just kind of annoying. It's like,
especially because I feel like the core audience is older.
Well, so I always thought that people who play Five Nights at Freddy's were young, like Hudson, who's my little brother. So I feel like, and he's what 10. I feel like when I was 10, that is kind of when I was hearing of Five Nights at Freddy's. I didn't think it was like a game for adults.
Yeah.
So it half makes sense, but I also think the audience who was originally playing it, they're grown up now. So I'm not saying you can't play the game, but I do agree that seeing the gore and stuff probably would have satisfied those people more.
It's also a weird thing where like even though the game is considered a horror game, I feel like the people that are part of the fans of the series aren't necessarily horror fans. Like I was watching a review today and the guy was talking about the intro and how Charlotte gets killed, and he was so like, oh my god, they just killed a kid. And I'm thinking like, have we not seen any other?
I know, right?
Yeah, like
Terrifier.
that. Yeah, so it was
Dr.
like
Sleep.
okay,
the first
these people,
scene, literally the first like 2 minutes.
like that is nothing. That's like a 1 out of 10 in terms of like seeing a kill on screen. So in terms of like how brutal it is or whatever.
Suck up their soul. They're like.
In Dr. Sleep.
I do agree though.
It's shine away.
I wish it was one of the movies that wasn't. It's very rare that a PG-13 movie benefits from being PG-13. I guess.
Yeah.
Outside of box office or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah. So then after Lisa gets got, she chases Michael, security guard, out of the building, and he hits us with the line, "Welcome home, Charlotte," or something like that.
He almost took the L, bro.
Yeah.
He had to get out of there.
It's funny because we find out later who he is. Like, it's funny the fact that he got so scared, like he almost shit his pants running out of that building.
So then, let's see. So then we cut back to the house. It's the next day, and Abby is using one of the toys, that toy Faz Talk or whatever it's called. I feel like a
We should get one to put on the wall.
No, I'm not putting that on the wall. To talk to the spirits. She basically, what did she say? She says like, oh, Chica, if that's you, then come talk to me, or Bonnie, or what's the main guy's name? Freddy.
What's the main guy's name? It's Chucky.
Which also, it's 5 Nights at Freddy's, but I feel like he's the animatronic they focus the least on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a lot of Chica.
He's just there to be the boss, bro. He's
He
not played by
doesn't
Megan
do
Fox.
anything. Like, he just walks. That's it.
That's all he ever does.
That's a lot.
You get the har.
That's it. That's all you get. That's his one line in the whole movie.
And then we cut to Vanessa. She's at spin class, and while she's cycling, she's seeing visions of her dad. Right in the is he in the suit here? I don't remember. Here
In the dream?
No.
The dream. This is before the dream.
This is when she's in the
just
cycling class.
Oh, yes, he is in the suit. He's showing up in her cycling class in the suit.
And then, so she gets all freaked out, and then she leaves, right? Goes to her bag. She's rifling through it, and then one of, like, the other students comes out, taps her on the shoulder, and she whips out her firearm and it's pointing at him. And he's like, bro, it's cool.
Take it easy, yeah. And then she just walks out.
She's
no
Is
apology.
she even a cop anymore? Like,
I don't think
she is
was based
anymore.
on, like, not suspension, but, like, essentially, you need a...
I think that's why I
yourself.
thought this movie happened so quick after the first. Because have you just been on like a 2-year leave?
you're on a 2-year leave.
Okay, off topic really quick, and then we can zoom back in. I looked up a gameplay of Five Nights at Freddy's, and you can move around the office side to side, but the rest of the game is you're just flicking through the different cameras. So,
Which one is that?
I think it was the
All of them.
first one. I think it is all of them, though. It's just Five Nights at Freddy's gameplay. I think it's the original.
Yeah, it's the first one. So then we go to her house, and she starts doing some fucking bruja shit, right? She pulls out all the artifacts
She
from,
does.
from like past victims or whatever, sets them up, puts her TV on white noise, so it's a bunch of static, and then she light a candle or something,
I think so, yeah.
and then goes to sleep and starts to like manifest dreams.
She's
or
like astral
something.
projecting.
She
or
teleported.
something.
Yeah, basically is what it feels like.
So then she starts dreaming of her childhood house, right? And it's what, Springbox? Is that his name?
Springtrap.
Springtrap? I don't know these fucking people.
Her dad.
Matthew Willard.
Yeah.
And it's basically like how he was abusive towards her, right? Is what we're kind of seeing.
Well, and this is where you get your first hint of, if you don't know the lore, which I don't, but he mentions like you're my favorite. You're supposed to. So I'm assuming this is what happened after the whole incident with Charlotte, because I'm sure she said something and he figured out that she tried to stop her and probably was upset about it. But then he's like, you're my favorite, so that leads to believe that there's more than one child, even though that's the only one. And they flash by a picture too, and you can see 3 figures. It's him, her, and then like it's like a darkened like shadow figure neck, like bottom, but I think he goes by so fast you don't really notice.
They also never show the mom. Like in all the pictures, the mom blocked out, which I'm assuming we figure out why later. And 2, I was watching a lore video today, and they talk about like the animatronic or whatever. I think it's animatronic that little Vanessa runs into. Like in the game lore was like her little sister who died and ended up possessing that animatronic. So you know,
What are you doing?
in the game, there's like 4 Aftons that all, like, 2 of them die and possess other. But people are saying, like, the animatronic she runs into already has the eye color from when it's possessed.
Yeah.
So there could be more than just Vanessa. There's gonna be 2 or 3 of them. 4 of them.
As far as I know, the lore, the guy was just writing it as the games were coming out. He was like, "Oh,
Clearly.
what's something next? All right, cool. There's another one."
There's books, like the video game books and movies are all on a different. They're all at like a different timeline, basically. Like none
Basically, look, it's like Star Wars. None of it's canon, and everybody wants it to be, but it's not.
Let's get Disney to buy FNAF. No, I'm kidding.
He's at Disney.
Yeah.
So we can get a new show every 2 months. So.
And then after she basically confronts Matthew Willard, she like shoots him a bunch of times right in the dream. and then she wakes up.
I was really hoping they were doing that thing, like they would have done that thing where she's shooting somebody in the dream and then it's happening IRL.
So the
I just
poor
hope
dude
that
from the
happens.
spin class.
Bruh!
And then this is the last time we see Shaggy.
That's why the movie was ass, according to them, because they had to pay him to be in there twice.
You gotta wait till number 3.
You gotta wait till number 3.
That's when you get the payoff.
So then we're at the house with Abby, and that Faz talker or whatever turns on, and it's saying, "Abby, help us," in like this weird voice, right?
What? Were
You
you
did that pretty
practicing that?
Is
Yeah.
that what it sounded like?
Yeah.
Oh.
He was practicing, you guys.
Well, I've seen this movie like 7 times. That's how I know it's a 4 out of 10.
Every day.
And I have in my notes, starting to fall asleep.
Bro, right when the movie was picking up.
Yeah. Let's see. She sneaks out of the house.
I feel like there was a lot of build-up.
And again, she somehow is in biking distance from the Fazbears from last one and the Fazbears OG.
But somehow Mike didn't know the
Yeah, nobody knew that this other one existed.
Forever. Yeah.
For 2 years. For 2 years.
So now that we're talking about it, I think my rating is decreasing.
I told you.
I still enjoyed it, but now I'm thinking this whole second movie should have just been from the POV of the ghost hunters. That's just what this movie should have been. That would have been better than what we got.
Then it would have only lasted 5 minutes. Please.
Well, they should have filmed it just in the original location. It essentially could have been the first movie.
Could have been Grave Encounters, but at 5 minutes.
That's it, Freddy.
No, but we needed a science.
Come on, that would have been good. That would have been good. Better. It would have
If
been
you would have
better.
added like 2 more in the crew.
Yeah.
So then Abby sneaks out. She's at the OG location and she goes inside where she talks to Megan Fox, right, on stage.
Yeah.
She plays Chica.
You should insert the Comic-Con clip here where they're like, yeah, it's Megan Fox. Huh? Everybody collectively.
Toy Chica. Fleet Eye.
No way. The Megan Fox. No.
Megan Fox.
That was how my reaction was.
She kind of did good though.
She just talked. She just talked in Megan Fox. Like,
She just talked in Megan Fox.
So then we cut to the next day, and Vanessa. Oh wait, no. And when she's talking to Chica, doesn't she say something along the lines of like she needs help with the science fair project or something?
Yeah, because then
Is this when that happens?
yes, because
That's when they build it.
they're like they build the original toy together. The like little Chica that she ends up taking to the robotic show.
Because Abby asks like, "Oh, what do you need help with?" And Chica's like, "Oh, we'll get to that later." Because Chica originally called Abby there to like help
the
with something
code.
else. Yeah.
Yes,
But
but
then that happens when she goes back later.
Correct.
Right. So then we get back to Mike's house, and Vanessa just walks inside. Let's see, and then that's when she. Yes, you're right. Because then she's calling for people out in the house. Right, Mike, Abby, where are you? Ends up in Abby's room, and then that's when Abby jump scares her. Right, always check behind the doors.
Yeah.
And then that's when they have like the little Chica robot.
Fucking apparently Chica got a 3D printer.
And she.
Yeah, I must say, where they get all this hard plastic from?
It's bro.
It was
they're
just
magical.
a prototype from The Office.
Yeah, I don't
Probably.
fucking know.
Where Abby, let's see.
I think honestly, it just kind of fast forwards to the robotic show.
Yeah.
And then Mike.
Well,
The
yeah.
next scene.
This is
Well, no,
when
this-
Mike walks in and apparently didn't see Homegirl parked outside. I don't know.
Yes.
This is
Yeah,
all-
that too. But then, like, this is the point too, where she's like, "Yeah, Chica helped me build this," and she's like, "What?" And
Oh,
then she
they're
sees the
catching on.
drawings of like the river and all that stuff, and like, well, no, she doesn't see it yet. Mike sees it. Mike sees those drawings because he doesn't put 2 and 2 together.
No. Abby gives Mike the drawing, saying,
Uh-huh.
"Hey, I drew these." And then when Abby goes to sleep or whatever, then he has a conversation with Vanessa in the kitchen, and that's when he brings out the drawings. And he tells her, "Why didn't you tell me about the other victims?"
Oh, because
And it's
Vanessa.
like, bruh.
Oh, because they're confronting each other. So she's
Yeah.
saying, "Hey, Abby is visiting this place," and he's like, well, why didn't you tell me about these other murders? I found this flyer.
Because Vanessa mentions the river.
Yes.
And he's like, wait, what river? Oh, I think maybe Vanessa sees a drawing of the river, which is when she's cute to like
just freak out.
No, Vanessa's. Maybe I'm wrong, but
Somebody
I
sees
think
a drawing of the
Vanessa
river.
gets cute. Vanessa gets concerned because Abby said Chica helps me build this. The river comes up when Mike goes to talk to Charlotte's dad because he's like, the river, like, where is this from? And he's like, oh, that's the original location. Then he looks at the drawing and he's like, my sister has been there. So that's later on.
Okay. So then we are at school where Abby gets dropped off by Mike, and then he says, hey, I gotta go do something. And she's like, you're not gonna stay?
And the teacher's like, why the fuck are you here?
I know, and she's like,
there's nowhere to set up. I'm sorry. Oh, what about over there?
his posture was crazy.
He said, oh, let me see how I help you. Oh, no, so sorry.
We kind of got, his kill a little bit.
Yeah. He does the Butterfingers line from Jurassic Park.
That was funny. Oh, no.
He drops the Chica.
The toy Chica.
I love that guy. He's great. He's the best part of the movie. It's like
So after it breaks, though, that's when she runs right back, right?
She runs
takes
away.
her back again.
How long is this damn fair to be going?
Yeah, exactly. Before she goes there, though, we get a shot of Vanessa arriving at Freddy's.
Oh, yes.
And then she goes into the basement, and she's basically like hearing Charlotte talk over the intercom, right? And then that's when we get the marionette-ized Lisa.
Well, because she finds the broken box.
Yeah.
And then we see the girl, which I guess was just her body just chilling there, like. So I thought she like actually took her face, but like I guess she just replicated it because the girl was there normal.
Yeah, it ends up like a third body. Oh no, the marionette's not in the box anymore, so I think it kind of forms into her, like shapeshifts.
Okay, maybe.
But Lisa is dead, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Lisa's dead.
Which is, I guess the marionette's being for real, like Charlotte's being real in the sense that she could have just, as far as I know, like just possessed Vanessa and called it a day.
But the music,
like she really is giving her a chance to
when
like.
the music's on, then she's like settled. But I get what you're. But she already
told her,
possessed
like,
somebody, so why would she possess?
She basically
Vanessa?
told her like, stay out of my way and you won't get hurt. And she meant it. Like,
Yeah, and she realized. Yeah, when she realized that box was broken, she can't put her back to sleep.
she also needs Vanessa at the moment for like the codes or whatever.
Right.
She's the only one who.
So then teacher drops Abby's science fair project. Abby goes back to Freddy's to go get Chica. And the big old chicken says that like she can't leave.
Big old chicken.
Says that she can't leave.
But
the
Abby, we
premises.
can't leave.
Yeah. And so they have to go to the computer in the Opus where it's unlocked for whatever reason,
And it's running
and it
Windows
still
like
works, and there's
It's
still
running Windows
electricity.
98.
Yeah. And Charlotte gets the code from Vanessa, who she has like hanging in like the fucking ceiling or whatever. And then Charlotte feeds the code to Abby, who then puts it into the computer to unleash, the animatronics.
Yeah, because who was gonna take her out? Like, because the marionette like
Is threatening.
Yeah, threatening her to.
Chica like looks at the camera and is like.
It's like. She's into the skull crush. She's like.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then Abby types in the code. They're all allowed to leave. Yay! They call a taxi, and it's the same dude from the first movie, right? I think.
Yes, it is.
And first off, why are you taking this customer who's in the fucking like abandoned original Freddy's? That's the first red flag. The second one,
picking somebody up in Freddy's.
The second one is that when Abby gets into the car, he recognizes her from 2 years ago. And then he's like, "Oh, you better not, whatever." And then the whole fucking car.
Wait, so I didn't think about this because how does she even call a taxi when it's like 2002? I don't think there's a
And
landline.
3,
Exactly.
with how small this town is to bike to both Freddy Fazbear's locations, how do they have a taxi company?
Yeah.
Which apparently, but Chica's beak falls off. Apparently, that's game. Apparently, that's like game
Game accurate or
yeah.
whatever. Yeah. And then for whatever reason, she has teeth. Not even
Under
in
the
the
beak.
beak. Yeah. I was like, what the hell?
And they're like, "Oh, hey, you dropped this," and she puts it back.
It's very Looney Tunes.
It just clips on like heavy.
It's a magnet. Yeah.
And then we cut to Mike, and he's visiting Charlotte's dad, which turns out to be Skeet. What's his last name? Aldrich?
Yeah.
Skeet Aldrich from Scream.
So I knew that he looked familiar, but I didn't grasp it until Jordan showed me later. But I was like, okay, this guy is somebody because they were prolonging the reveal of his face. Like it was just the back of his head, and you were just hearing his voice. Then he turns around, and our theater had no reaction.
Our theater had a few like, oh, and I'm like, bro, what is the guy? Like, chill.
Yo, that was me. I was like, it's the guy.
You gotta wait till the post credit. They
Yeah,
didn't
the
stay for.
I stayed
For
the
both
post
of them?
credit. I just stayed for both.
So if you gotta
I
do the
didn't
voicemail.
know about the second one. I just knew about the.
Although
I knew about the mid credits.
I figured because in this conversation he drops a line about like, yeah, I was too focused on my job to see what was happening, or like too focused on my.
Yeah. Where he made so here. This is Charlotte's dad, played by Skeet. Basically says that his daughter was murdered by Matthew Illard's character, and that's pretty much it, right? That's
then
what
it
closed
was
down the
covered
first
up.
location.
Oh, and then
It
this
was
is
covered up, and he
Peter.
gives Mike the music box. Right?
I'm pretty sure this is one of the only few mentions we get of Garrett. Also, like Mike mentions, oh yeah, my brother died or got taken by him. Also,
You're right. In this,
which I just assume he's like suppressing the memory or whatever.
Well, and then like this thing was super forced. It was like, oh hey, and if just in case, here's this music box. My kid liked it. Like,
lore.
Well, that was after they had figured out that there was a new location with the river, or a second location with the
but still,
river.
what is the point of hey, my kid liked this music box? Take it. Like
That way, because he's going there, so
To give it to the spirit.
that it was supposed to be like
a
a
ghost.
Charlotte's still there. Give her this music.
So apparently Adam doesn't want music boxes taken to his grave in the future. Because I guess you don't want presents.
Because I guess you don't want presents.
He's just a grieving dad who wants to put his
He wants
daughter
to
at
give his
ease.
kid something.
That's funny. So then we cut to the science fair where Abby shows up with Chica. And then she basically wins the science fair, right? Or something like that.
Which how the it doesn't matter.
Everyone's all fascinated right when they
Yeah.
walk
And what did they say? He's like, get this. What is it? This. What did he call it? The teacher. He made it seem
like it was a furry?
Yeah, as a furry. Get your friend out of here.
Oh yeah, like showing up with somebody in a suit.
Yeah. So then science fair. So the science fair ends. Okay, whatever. Everybody's starting to go home. He goes to his classroom to go get his keys, I think. And as he's walking out, we see the silhouette of Chica in one of the rooms, and he stops, and then he walks back around, sees the whatever, and then I think she grabs him into the room, and then he gets got.
He tries to crawl under the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she does the line she uses like multiple times. Let me see what's inside your head, and then squishes it. But you don't see anything. You just hear.
That's what she says. Exactly what I thought.
Exactly.
Nothing.
Stupid.
Better code.
That was
What a
bad.
good scene.
The Megan did it better.
Has Mike showed back up yet or not?
He's about to right now.
After he said, "I'm not gonna miss the fair," and he was gone long enough for her to go back to Freddy, get a taxi, win the science fair. Yeah.
So then we're at Freddy's, and Mike is looking around for Abby just to find Vanessa in like a locker. Says that Abby left with the I put the evil clankers with the evil animatronics.
Did she call him that?
No.
Oh, I think she might have called him. Okay, so why did Charlotte put her in a fucking locker?
I have no idea why she didn't just offer, right?
So it's important to note that Mike went back to the school first, and then yeah, he's talking to like the receptionist lady.
Yeah, because like I don't know, she left.
Or he calls, or one of the two.
you're right.
she
You're
calls.
right.
That's how he knows to go to Freddy's. He's like, that's when because Henry had told him about the second location.
You're right. So then he goes to Freddy's, and that's when he finds everything.
Well, that phone call happens. I mean, it's already passed, but the phone call happens actually after she ran away the first time because he calls and they're like, "Yeah, she just ran out. I don't know." So she hadn't come back yet. So he was already on his way over there, which it takes him 10 hours to drive there, but her enough time to ride a bike and a taxi cab and go through a whole like.
There's a little time discrepancy, but okay. The animatronics are talking. Do we care about time?
So then Vanessa basically explains Charlotte, right, the lore behind her, how she's stuck in the last emotion, and that's rage. She has the rage virus from 28 years later, and that the music box kept her asleep, but then it got cut off for whatever reason. Then we get, I think Mike's walking off, and he falls into the water. And then there's that little fucking kid robot with the propeller head.
Wasn't that the one in the post-credit from the first one?
I
showed up in the taxi, I don't remember.
It shows up in the movie, I don't remember where it is.
Bro, Cupcake doesn't do anything in this movie. What the
Shit. And then we find out that all the robots have trackers on them for whatever fucking reason.
They have air tags right
Yeah,
on
they have
their
air
fucking
tags.
sponsor.
They have GPS tracking from 1990s.
Yeah.
When did the original Freddy Fazbear's? When was that?
Probably in the 80s or
In the 80s, they had GPS tracking robots in the 80s that runs on Windows 90. That's wild.
So I wrote here in my notes again, this is where I started to fall asleep again. Because we see
Freddy.
yeah, we see the other
Foxy.
animatronics are starting to wake up, and then Mike at
the toy ones, the ones that
the prototypes.
Yeah.
Mike at this OG location then starts playing FNAF 2 in the movie FNAF 2.
Yeah.
Where it's like the door's open. Okay, cool. Shine the flashlight. Oh, they're gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then what was it?
Is this one where he's in the office? Or no, we're not.
Yeah, well, she's like, we need to like track them and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
and so
they're on the phone, right, or something.
and he's trying to shut them down.
Because then he's using the mask, bro.
Yeah, he's using the
that's
mask
so
for Freddy.
fire.
They show it, right? He's like, surely that's not gonna work. And then the first fucking thing he
Oh,
does
it's like
is he uses the mask.
the wizard animatronics, like the fucking one was missing his face, the other one's like these are the beaten up ones.
Oh
right?
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Bonnie's missing.
Not because
The
Chica.
other one went to Fast.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah,
Because
they went to Fast Fest. Yeah,
the
so
newer ones.
they went to Fast Fest, and then we get the line too, right, where they're walking around and. What is it? He's at Fast Fest, like, wow, man, you're gonna win the costume contest. Where are you going? And he's like, what do you say? He's like, I gotta meet some people.
Yeah, something like that.
Gotta handle some
So
people.
are they? Why are they at Fast Fest? Are they
No,
only
he's just at Fast Fest.
It's just for
like? Are they
Yeah,
only
it's-
there to meet at the house?
It's like the weapons. It's a straight line path to get to where he's going.
Okay.
Yeah, animatronics are basically going to find people, and it turns out it's the parents from the beginning.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
I
And
remember.
they're trying
Fast
to-
Fest is like the big distraction for blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I think it's just random parents because these kids, unless they have multiple
No,
kids,
they're-
it would have been like
They're the
20.
ones from the
Exactly.
think
The
they're the
parents
OG,
are
yeah.
older.
The parents are older. Oh wait, I see what you're saying.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they are older. I mean, the one couple's pretty old. The lady didn't look that old, but
So they just use different. I guess in my head, I thought it was random parents because I figured they would have just used the same actors.
Oh, I understand what you're saying.
Because then to me, it just seemed like they were just going after parents just because they had a
Right.
vengeance
I
against
understood it
parents.
as the original ones.
I
'Cause
mean,
they're all
it had to have
older.
been the original one. It had to.
But that's what I'm saying. But the kids in these houses, they were kids. So when those kids, they're Vanessa's age. If they're going after
Oh, I
the
see what
original
you're
parents.
saying.
True. Oh, unless it's definitely the older couple were parents, but maybe the other girl was like one of the friends.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. It might. I guess it's like for me a plot hole.
To me, they're just killing people. I don't know.
Yeah.
We get a shot of Vanessa driving, and then the fox is on the roof of the car.
And it's like, yeah.
Which like, what if she have seen that in her rearview mirror?
Exactly. Or
Be
like,
real.
or heard something.
Yeah.
This is the same movie where the original animatronics disappear and reappear out of thin air.
Even though when they move, it's like, like the heaviest
Slow as
thing in
hell,
the
yeah.
world, and they're heavy.
But isn't this one Foxy?
Well, if Foxy
yeah,
can,
with
okay,
the
well,
big
then why did they have to take a taxi to the school? They could just walked. If they're that fast, they could have just walked.
But they're far away. Even though
Okay.
she left her bike behind or whatever. Where did
Vanessa's
she put it in
going
the
from
taxi?
Freddy's to the school. She's looking for Abby. They're going to the same place.
You're asking too many questions.
And what is she? Hey, let's
Fair.
use these walkie-talkies.
Yeah.
And they're charged, and they're fully charged, and they still work.
charged, and
Well-
the range is immaculate.
Because Mike was there. I don't know why she's not questioning any of these. Like, obviously, whoever the security guard was is keeping everything going.
Oh, I guess, yeah, Mike would have done it.
But I don't know how she wouldn't have been alert about it. Like, hold on, why is everything here still? It's 2002. They don't have cell phones.
They do that. Isn't that like
Oh, yeah, the
someone
flip
pulls
phone?
one out? I thought, and it's
Oh.
like the flip phone, or it's the actual like has the cover.
I don't know. The walkie-talkie thing was a little.
That was wild.
I don't think the range works like that.
that range was crazy wild.
So yeah, Foxy crashes, or Vanessa crashes the car to get Foxy off, and then they have a fight.
I forgot about
Something
And then her
like-
car turns back on.
Yeah, it turns on. Don't know how that happens.
what happens to Foxy. I don't remember what happens.
She,
I
like,
think he
leaves them.
runs off, right? Because
Yeah.
doesn't it show up later on or
It
something?
does show up later on. I think she just leaves him. She just takes off. She's like, "Arr."
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we get more shots of Mike playing FNAF 2 in FNAF 2. And then, let's see, the rabbit attacks some fucking person.
Basically, they're attacking houses.
Yeah.
Eventually,
So Mike stayed behind, so
Yeah.
that way he can hack into the mainframe and deactivate the fucking animatronics or something.
I guess
well,
put like the
reset
limit back
up
on.
the limit so they will.
Oh, you're right.
Right.
So yeah. So
But
they're outside
then,
the
regardless of that happening, with one of the old couples about to get killed, here comes what's her name again? The police officer. She comes
Vanessa?
in, literally just rams the car through the house.
Oh, and then Foxy goes through
And Foxy
the...
goes, dude, that's crazy.
That's
weird.
what, yeah.
Foxy stays on the car because Foxy goes through the house, and then does she hit the? Is it Freddy that?
I think
that
so,
Foxy
yeah.
hits?
That's crazy.
She does. She flies off and hits me. Hey, come
That's
on.
crazy.
And then the marionette ends up at Mike's house.
Because they said no, because they deactivate them and they all like turn off. But
Yeah,
then,
the trackers go off
But then
the
she's
map.
like, wait, there's one more, and it's at your house, and it must be the marionette because she separated herself from the thing.
Yeah.
So can they not turn off the tracker for the marionette?
Well, she's the one that controls the other animatronics, so I
Yeah.
think
Because at
she's
this point,
just
the
different.
marionette's not even a real like physical thing. It's like a
But then also,
how the fuck a spirit got
they
a
start
tracker?
turning back on because the marionette realizes
Overrides.
that they're
Controls them.
off. Yeah.
Oh.
Because then the trackers start popping up again.
Well, so does she even need the code to?
Well, yeah,
like, how does
that's
she
so they
over-
could leave the restaurant.
Oh, it's sorry.
Oh,
it's
The
Chica.
Wi-Fi. He cuts the Wi-Fi is what it is. He cuts the Wi-Fi so she can't control them, so they'll just turn off, and then she kicks the Wi-Fi back on. So she controls the Wi-Fi. She can't unlock the code. That's what it was.
Oh, you're right. He cuts. Okay, and I feel like does
That's
it?
the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi reaches that far.
Wait, did they even have Wi-Fi in 2000?
In 1998's Windows uses Wi-Fi.
Well, what did you want it to be? The lock was gonna be the fucking Ethernet cord that you just go outside.
I'm confused. Why? Hold on. I need a really quick explanation. I'm confused about the Wi-Fi thing.
Okay, so so
How does the Wi-Fi?
the
you would think
Wi-Fi is so she can send the signal to them without the
she
without
controls
the
it through
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
Yes.
So the signal like goes back to Freddy and then back.
Yes.
They're on
And-
like a server.
They're on the
I
server.
feel like Michael has something to do with this. The security guard.
No.
You guys even haven't
Oh,
played yet.
no.
I feel like
He's
he's-
not
Well,
to play yet, no,
I
but-
think he just comes in later at the house.
Yeah, later at the
Like,
house.
he's just there to take credit.
Yeah.
So right now
Probably.
the animatronics are off.
Yes.
Then Vanessa reaches Mike's house.
Yes, it's Chica.
Oh no, but she doesn't get there by herself. The
Well,
friend
she gets
makes
dropped
one
off
more
by-
cameo
Yeah.
or actually his second of his 3 cameos, and like, hey, what do you need? It's like, I need to go to Mike's house. He's like, okay, dang girl, and then he takes her to the house.
So
yeah.
I just need to know in terms of when Vanessa gets there. I just need to know when Charlotte goes back online.
Charlotte's been on.
Charlotte's been online
She's
because
already back
Charlotte,
up.
because Charlotte,
Or she
Yes,
never went
She
on.
runs on her own server.
because Chica takes Abby home,
Yes.
and then we get the shot of the marionette like doing the alien chest burst out of Chica's
Chica.
body.
She's in Chica.
Yeah, she was in Chica the whole time.
Which, though, this is like one scene that I really liked because I feel like if you weren't looking, you would have missed it. But when Vanessa walked into the house, you could see the marionette like crawl in the back
Oh, yeah,
of the
sure.
room.
Yeah.
I like that. I thought that was cool.
And then this is when she starts turning on the other animatronics. Okay, cool. Then Mike goes back to the franchise Freddy's, so the ones from the first movie, and he says, "Spirits, help me! I need your help."
He hits a prayer on.
Yeah, he does. I need your help.
This part was a
please."
little cheesy.
Dumb. This
Um,
is literally the Avengers Endgame. Right
Yeah. So they all end up back at Mike's house. The Baz talker, whatever is calling a name. And then we get like a jump scare, right? And then it's like some shitty ass fight that goes on.
But it does the girl.
Hide and seek.
It does the girl's face, which again is really cool. I like.
This is a good fight. Hold on. Until
Oh,
the end.
because now
Until
the
the end of the
marionette
fight.
is no longer in Lisa's body.
It's in
Abby's.
body, and she does the laugh.
Yeah, because then they play hide and seek. Because then she does the what's the first rule? Always look behind the door, and they're like chasing each other.
Yeah.
I hate the way this fight ends.
I feel like
That's my big
this
gripe
whole
with it.
ending part, which was I feel the main plot of the second part of the movie, was really rushed. Like the marionette actually being out of the franchise.
Well, because I feel like
or-
the way it ends is just right, like nothing really got solved.
Yeah.
Like,
So yeah, what was
I
it?
feel like this is like supposed to be the climax, and they kind of rushed it to cram as much as they could in to leave the cliffhanger.
Yeah, so pretty much all of the people end up getting to the house. So Mike's there trying to help, and it's the other girl.
Well, because Mike shows up with the music box.
Yeah, the music box.
and that's all it took.
That's what I didn't
and
like.
So that took out the marionette, but the other robots were still alive, right? They were still
Yeah,
happening.
correct. They were coming through the windows.
They were coming through the windows and stuff like Night of the Living Dead.
And this is important
Yeah.
to know. I don't know if it has to do with the fact that like the marionette basically, like because of the music box, it got like scared away. But Abby lives, even though Lisa didn't. So I don't know if that has.
So I don't think it took her out.
I think she cooked her.
Like the way the
at
marionette
the
willingly
location.
left Lisa's body, but it kind of got forced out of Abby's, I guess. Like
Maybe.
Abby was still
Maybe,
savable.
yeah.
I don't know. I just hate how like the whole fight is, and then it just took the fucking music box.
And
What are
then-
we doing?
And then it just turns into all the animatronics. Oh, they're gonna die. And then you hear it, dun dun
On your left.
dun, 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 dun. And literally,
And the originals.
yeah, Foxy's hook comes in through the window and
to
rips
get
out.
the other fox.
No, he gets out the other the rabbit. I think he pulls the
Yeah.
rabbit. I think
Oh.
everyone takes out a different one except for
Chief.
Freddy and Chica. They take out their own character. But yeah, and they didn't even do Freddy last. They did Chica last. That
That's
was
what
so
I'm saying.
bad.
This is Five Nights with Chica.
Yeah, Chica, it is basically.
And it's not even Five Nights.
And
it's
they're like,
over,
and,
what, 2
and,
days?
like, come on, that was the worst.
Be real.
They set it up where it's like, oh my God, look, he's gonna break it. And he just picks up the foot and just stomps on the other animatronic head and it breaks. That's it. That's all it took. Just hit it in the head and it breaks. And then Freddy comes in, right? You see the other Freddy and he like rips off his head or rips off his body. What do he do? He like rips it, right?
I think it's his
He
head.
rips off the other Freddy's head and then it falls over and you see the OG Freddy there.
Wait, has the security guard shown
No,
up
not yet, not yet.
You know, for the fans who are
Oh
mad
yes,
about.
yes, he was there because he laid out his plan.
He comes in prior to that.
And then the
Yeah.
old animatronics come in.
You know, animatronics
so
just
we're
like
gonna
walks
talk
out,
about the
right?
lore?
He
Well-
runs out, and then that's when the friend clotheslines him.
Oh yeah,
Keep
bring
going.
clothesline.
We haven't
Yeah.
talked about the lore. Nobody's talked about
What
the lore.
more?
He's the brother.
He's the
Nobody's-
brother.
Oh yeah. I
The
forgot
big
Oh yeah, he's the
reveal.
brother. Was
He's
that the
the
big reveal? It was
brother.
anticlimactic.
Nobody knew he was a brother.
It kind of look. Okay, here's the thing.
No, I didn't.
See, nobody knew he was
Here's where this movie really failed is that
everything.
yes, but it really failed because it felt like a stupid reveal only because they didn't keep him in the movie for any other point other than just to introduce the ghost hunters. Like that's it.
Yeah.
And he disappeared the entire movie and he's like, oh hey, it was me all along. It's like they should have kept him at Freddy's and maybe came back with Michael and like had him set up.
Did he
oh,
not
yeah.
have the fucking code, or
to
did
be
he
helpful.
not want to go back
Yeah,
in there?
and he's a security guard.
You think he would
wouldn't
have undid the code first and then let?
Well, no, but he didn't need to, right? I think he should have stayed there and helped Mike at Freddy's to set it up. Like, oh, I'm being helpful,
And then
turn
around
on
later.
him. Which that's why I was like, it was kind of stupid. It was like one of those like, oh,
But then
haha.
if Vanessa saw him, she would have known instantly.
True, I guess
That's
that's
what you
true.
would've known.
Well, he could have come out later, like he was knocked unconscious or something,
Right.
or like, oh, hey, I just woke up. I'm the security guard. I don't know, like something. You could have easily.
Nah, he was waiting
done
till the end.
He's the one that's hot spotting the marionette.
the hot spotting.
I would have done this movie 2 different ways. So the fans were mad about the kid getting killed at the beginning. So aside from me thinking in part
Well, they
2,
weren't mad about it.
well, you said some people were like,
They were just shocked,
They can't-
right? Yeah.
okay, so I either would have had the ghost hunters at the original location, or the animatronics on a killing spree at Fast Fest, killing all the kids. That would have been fun.
Yeah, they definitely could have used the fast
That
thing
would have
back.
been. He's just mad they didn't show anything from Fast Fast.
I'm mad. I wanted fast fast.
I wanted Fast.
Well, they did the costume.
He would have been at the
contest.
panel.
The costume contest. So at this point, I'm assuming that like Charlotte's trying to get to Vanessa, right? That was the whole point of getting him. Obviously, becoming friends with Abby was one to get out of the place.
Yes, to get out.
Yeah.
But two, now she's like trying to get her revenge on Vanessa. I don't know.
Yes.
Even though she could have killed Vanessa.
Yeah. So basically, after the Avengers Endgame fight,
They die. The bears, all the Freddys, they like fade
yeah,
away.
the kid spirits talk to Mike, right? And they're like, hey, just so you know, like since we did this, we're not gonna like we're gonna we're gonna pass on to the next life or whatever.
They're free, bro.
Yeah, and he said, and they dropped the line. They say we're not gonna be able to hold him back anymore. And then Mike is like, "What? Who is he? What?"
I didn't like this ending because when the brother does the reveal, Vanessa's like, "I choose my family," and then everybody leaves and they're like, "Stay the fuck away from us."
Yes,
was
I
like-
got that exact same.
That was
note.
bro, and the little kid was Golden Freddy. They didn't even have Golden Freddy in the
Yeah, and that was,
They
I
just
think
had
that was
little kid.
the worst thing too, was the delivery of that. Going back to
did
back
Mike not
around to my
care?
beginning gripes about him is like he's like, stay away from us. We don't like it's the most monotone, no inspired. Like it's so bad. I'm like, bro, you had 2 years to develop your character, and
Bro,
it's
in
worse
shock,
than a
he just
person. He saw Freddy rip apart Freddy.
And then he saw Golden Freddy. Again, like, you gotta understand. I just don't understand. What I don't get is that, like, does Mike not give? I need to rewatch the first movie because I just don't understand whatever happens to Mike's brother.
He's Freddy, isn't
Is he the main Freddy? Because Golden Freddy, the kid we see, is not his brother. But like, do we ever find out what happens to his brother's spirit, or does that come in later? Is that like
It might come back
in the third
around
movie?
later.
It seems like Mike doesn't give a fuck, but I don't know if it's because he's like suppressing the same way he tells Vanessa to stop talking about it. I don't know.
he? Maybe. I just think it was kind of silly that they did it.
Get
that
away
way.
from-
Yeah, and
Get away
that's
from
how.
me.
And it basically ends with her at the door, and then
Of Mike's house.
At Mike's house, and
I
then
know, they leave her.
they just straight up leave her, and then
He leaves
reverse
his own house, right? Instead of
reverse
taking her out.
reverse Evil Dead. Instead of the big tree limbs coming from outside the house, it's the marionette arms sticking her, and then her eyes glow.
So who knocked the music box off is what I want to know. Did somebody
I think it never really fully put her to sleep. It kind of did. I think it, like you said, it freaked her out. But then, that just breaks the lore right there. That it puts her to sleep. Yet she woke back up.
It had to have stopped. Freddy stepped on it.
Freddy
I don't know.
stepped on it. That was pretty bad.
Yeah. So then the movie ends just with Vanessa
And they
getting possessed.
don't play the song. I
They
was
don't,
waiting
and
for
they
it.
don't play the song. You're right.
Wasn't the song in the beginning? What song?
I don't think.
Pleased to meet you.
Oh.
Okay, so then we go into post-credit
And then
one.
and then we get into the mid-credit scene
Or that one,
where
yeah.
we see two people, which I think somehow turns into three. We see two people breaking into the franchise Freddy's location there to, steal a bunch of stuff because they're about to tear down the location.
Which we
They
didn't
end up-
know anything about until now, so I don't know if
Yeah.
this is years later again or what the fuck.
I have no idea.
What? I'm assuming it's not.
They end up in the back where they see Matthew Illard's character. They bag him up, and then I'm assuming he comes to life. Right?
Yeah,
his
his
eyes
eyes
starting
glow.
to glow.
Yeah, apparently he hits the line, which is from the third game, where he says, like, we found a real one or something.
Yeah, I found a real one, and it's like this one smells.
And two,
As if none of them would smell.
aren't they grabbing it for a haunted house? Isn't that what
Yeah.
they say?
Yeah.
Because the third game is like a haunted house, so it's clear that they're following that. And then we get the voicemail.
Yeah, so then we get the after credit scene, which I missed, so I'll let them take over.
It's essentially a voicemail left from Mike from
It's
the
from Charlotte's dad.
It's from Skeet.
from Skeet. Yeah, but it's sorry. Let me rephrase that. It was going to Mike, but it was
Yes.
Skeet. The dad.
Yes.
Sorry, is what I meant. And it's basically trying to tell Mike that like, hey, I didn't get a chance to tell you, but I actually was.
He did get a chance.
Yeah,
He did.
I was actually business partners with basically what are they?
Matthew
what are they-
Illard?
Yeah, the character.
They scream all over.
And I knew something was up, but I just blah blah blah, and like I think what he say like just warns him, right? Like,
Yeah.
He's like, I wish there was more to tell you, but oh wait, no, she's here. And then this was the other gripe. If the marionette is the daughter, why would the daughter go after the dad?
Because
She was
he
business
wasn't
partner.
there. Yeah, I went there to help her.
Although
Yeah.
he's confirmed for the third one, so he either one he's only used in flashbacks, or two he doesn't die with whatever happens.
But yeah, basically
He's gonna go save
He
the
gets
thing.
attacked by the marionette.
Yeah. Apparently in the games, Michael, the son, like turns into a good guy later on. So I don't know if that. I feel like they're gonna drag this out for like 5 movies. So the voicemail though, bro, what?
Yeah. So
Wait till they bring the girl from Scream. We're just
That was
doing it.
yeah,
That was almost as
what's her
bad as
name?
when Batman Arkham, where it's the Riddler, and he's like, "Hey, you haven't found all my Riddler trophies." You're like, "No, please."
It's almost as bad as the ending of great movie. What's his name? Robert Patterson's Batman, where the Joker comes out. Why the fuck did you need him? You
Oh,
didn't need him in
it was so
that movie at all.
bad. Druid, your boy Druid.
Which
That guy's
I don't
dog
remember
shit.
this.
What is his name? He was the one that didn't he used to date your girl?
Yeah. There's like 4 different pictures, man. Pick one.
Pick one. Sabrina Carpenter. Thanks.
Barry Keoghan.
He comes out?
Yes,
He's
he's
Batman
the
Joker.
Joker.
Shitty.
What? Wait, so they... I didn't know that. I don't remember
Dun,
this.
dun,
Robert
dun,
Patterson's the Batman. He's the
I just
Joker.
remember, isn't fucking like Catwoman in it too?
So that was FNAF 2. Before we let y'all go, this is our last episode for this season. By the way, should have mentioned that at the very beginning, but I didn't. We wanted to give our top 3 horror movies of the year. Who wants to start us off? Yes,
Amanda. Let's go.
Oh, I don't have my list yet. You already did it.
Jordan. All right, you got.
I'm going first.
He's going first.
The most
Okay.
disappointing one will go
The
first.
most disappointing.
I will say, I think I have. I don't know. I think one movie I have, y'all are definitely gonna have, and then one movie I have, y'all definitely don't, and then the other one I don't
Let's
know.
go. Let's go. All right.
I will say, I want to point out the worst movie of the year, which was Strangers Chapter 2.
Oh, I don't even need to have seen it.
He's like, oh,
I didn't even watch it. I didn't even watch it. I didn't even watch it. I know it was that bad.
Ultimately, I think it was a really great movie for a great year for horror movies. I feel like there's
it was a really good year.
10,
Right.
10 plus that I would have called good or great movies. I was gonna do honorable mentions, but I think y'all are gonna cover a couple of them, and we've reviewed a lot of them. So, top 3. I don't have them in a specific order. Together is one of them. I really like that movie.
I didn't watch it.
I watched it twice. Did you watch it? Okay.
Oh,
They didn't watch it, so that's the one I figured wasn't in anybody's list. I really liked it. Dave Franco's the daddy.
All right,
Not
cool.
in front of your wife.
Number two, 28 Years Later has to make my top 3, which I think is really unexpected because I hated 28 Days Later. The other one, 28 months, 28
Weeks.
semesters, 28 weeks, whatever. That one was okay, but 28 years
28
later.
semesters, though, you just said.
Yeah, 28 years later, I loved it. I'm pretty sure I gave it like a 9.5. I'm excited for the next one, which I hope we're doing. I don't know when we're coming back, but
He's mad they gave the alpha.
That's
He's gonna be. It's gonna be a good one. I'm glad they're gonna focus on like the backstory of that a little bit.
I'm excited for it. I'm excited for
All right,
it.
which top?
He said in no particular order.
Yeah, but this one, I think, you know what? I think I unironically set them in order. I feel bad because then, yeah, I feel like y'all are gonna.
Screamboat.
Sanders.
Don't.
Is it not that
Am I
one?
ruining?
Am I ruining it?
No, I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
Say it.
Why? Just
I'm looking
say
at the
it.
honorable mention.
Like a
It's
Band-Aid.
FNAF. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding.
Like a band-aid, bro. Rip it off.
No, I wouldn't say that's my first. I think they're all pretty used. Weapons. I put weapons in my
Weapons,
other third.
Interesting.
Which I had.
Interested.
I had to leave out a couple movies to do that. There's movies like Sinners, Good Boy, The Monkey.
Yeah, the 3 that I would name don't coincide with
I like The Monkey.
Okay,
The Monkey's on my
okay.
honorable mention.
What are your 3?
So the ones that, like, looking through what we've seen this year, definitely Good Boy. That would be one of my top 3. I also really liked Opus. I enjoyed that one a
I haven't
lot.
seen it.
That was pretty good. Was it an indie film, kind of?
I think
I
it
guess
was.
they both were, Good Boy and Opus.
Yeah.
And then my last one. Okay, honestly, I was considering seeing Clown in a Cornfield, but I do think that one was a little bit more comedic. It was good though.
I like that movie.
It was good.
I like that movie.
Did you not like that one? Why is
No,
that your
it was so
reaction?
bad. That movie's bad too. There aren't there supposed to be 2 more?
Yeah.
Okay, I would-
The author's working on a 4th book.
Oh,
I'm gonna settle
no.
on Good Boy, Opus, and then Final Destination.
Oh, those are good. Those are good picks.
That'll be my
Those are good
lineup.
picks. Those are
Adam?
good picks. It was definitely tough for me because there were definitely some good ones. I think I can't say it would be like this every year, but I think this year, similar to others, there's always at least one B horror movie that's on my list because
Oh,
I think
he's gonna
there's some good B
He's
horror
gonna
movies.
do it.
I thought Peter Pan's was really good, and actually, surprisingly, 2 of my picks are ones that surprised me because again, their predecessors were so bad, and I think I even said I'm not going to enjoy them, and I did. So I thought Peter Pan's, I would say, would be my number 3. I thought it overall was very surprising, and I think from our last episode we agreed it was a lot better than we anticipated. For number 2, I'm gonna say 28 Years Later. And again, previously I hated the other 2 movies, and I even at the start when we gave our first analysis of like the beginning of the movie, I was super upset about it because they did the 1,000 cuts, and he
Yeah.
finally figured out how to not do that. It's by recording with 1,000 iPhones. Right, the iPhones. So that helps. Keep on doing that. And then number one for me, and again, I know it has its flaws compared to some other ones. I thought that Black Phone 2 was just really,
I really like that.
really well done. I know it takes kind of a left field turn with how the original was to an extent. Like it gives a more Nightmare on Elm Street type vibe, but I think the story is good. I think it ties a lot of loose ends very well. The character development is really good. I like that they focus on the sister and not necessarily just the brother again, which is fresh. You know what I mean? I think that's pretty cool. But like I said, there's definitely some other ones I could pick. I don't think Sinners is a horror movie in my opinion. I think that's more of a, after watching it, I think it has horror vibes, but I think it's more of like a deeper storytelling like type of movie. I forget like what the genre would be. It's just more of a long, extended, drawn out like story that builds lore around their characters.
It just gives me action movies.
This one, I had one of the things. Obviously, I gave the movie a 10, and I'm gonna stand by that.
Which one?
Sinners.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. I agree. One, I think me giving a movie a really high rating doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna be my favorite.
Yeah.
But two, it's that thing where like last year when we got to rating movies, Alien was above some of the movies that I probably rated in terms of how I felt about it as a movie, but that doesn't mean it was one of my favorite horror movies, I guess. So I agree with that. I love Sinners, but in terms of horror movies, I don't think it was. I think it is a horror movie, but I like other horror elements from other movies.
Good Boy is definitely an honorable mention though for me.
Yeah.
For myself, an honorable mention for me that I didn't hear anybody say, so I'm very disappointed.
He's
in all
gonna
of
say
you.
Companion.
Yes, Companion.
No.
Companion was great. Companion.
It was. I think I listed on my honorable ones.
For what it was, Companion was the perfect movie. Like, there's nothing that I could even think about changing or recommend changing that would make it better.
I like Companion.
Like, for what it did,
It was
I like Presents too.
yeah, I did like Presents. That was another honorable mention that
This
I
is the
had.
person that it's because you didn't get rid of, or you were upset when they got rid of Companion Cube from Portal.
How'd you know? But my top three, probably in this order, would be number 3, the Minecraft movie. So out of the 2025, Minecraft movie is the second best movie that I've seen this year.
It was a really
Besides
good
the
movie.
Oh, so now we know. I forgot we know your number one horror movie.
Yeah. So in my number 3 spot would be Weapons. I thought it was very good, and it was fresh, right? Like there was a lot of stuff, and I liked how they would like follow one character, and then they would rewind a little bit and give you perspective from another character and keep the story going. Bless you. Rewind a little bit, and I liked that. 28 Years Later is my number 2. I thought it was really
That
good.
made all
All three of us.
Yeah,
put in.
He's the alpha man.
I don't. Jordan's gonna get mad at me for saying this, maybe I'll too, but I don't like zombie movies.
I can see
They're not
that.
my favorite.
It's not.
Yeah.
No.
Night of the Living Dead though.
They're not zombies.
Peace.
That's his argument every time I say
Night of
that.
Living
The
Dead.
kill cam and the shalom really did.
Oh my god.
I did really like how 20 years later, like they split the movie in half.
Yes.
When we
It's
saw,
a very different.
yeah, 2 very different like vibes, and I really liked that. And I'm excited to see what they do with the next iteration coming out in July
It looks
or
dark.
January. Sorry.
It's dark.
Mhm.
They got that guy from Sinners, the guy who plays the vampire.
Yeah.
He's really in this.
And then my number 1 pick would be Good Boy. That one.
Nobody
was just-
mentioned.
I cried so
Good Boy
much
was
in
such
Good Boy.
a genuinely great movie.
It is very good.
I was torn between that one and Together.
Together was alright. It didn't take the turn I wanted it to take.
Yeah.
I liked in the beginning, in the intro, there was like a kind of a paranormal feel to it.
Yeah.
And then it just got weird. And so I would have
Which one?
preferred it to
That's fair.
stay paranormal.
Together, the one where they get like stuck.
It's body horror.
I know there were some other ones like
The Long Walk was one of the ones.
Long Walk was one that I was
one of my
thinking.
Bring Her Back was like it was okay.
Yeah,
it had
that
some,
was okay.
Yeah, it had some like good. I would say it had really good effects, and I felt like but that's like the only thing. Some of the stuff I was just angry at because I'm like I get horror movie tropes, but some of them were just atrocious. I'm like, what is going on here? Like what is happening? And it's still, in my opinion, the not Salem's Lot. What was it? Pet Cemetery Part 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
Which
Pet
movie?
Cemetery is awful.
I like Pet
I hate
Sematary.
it. Every single Pet Cemetery iteration, I despise. I think none of them are good. So that was our top 3 and honorable mentions, horror movies of the year. Leave us yours in the comments below.
We're gonna debate with you.
Yeah,
I'm sticking with the monkey is just as good as Final Destination. I'm sticking with that.
Wow.
And then we'll go ahead and see you next year. So until then, happy holidays, happy new year, all that kind of good stuff, and y'all have a good day.